You've watched part A. This is part B, I guess. I hope you're not feeling too blue. Things are going to get very exciting now. Guys, in this window, we signed Luke Shaw, Marcos Rojo, and Herrera. Oh, who else? Di Maria, Falcao. Mental, right? Daley Blind. Best transfer window ever. Adam McCullough.
Has to be, doesn't it? When you sign Di Maria and Falcao in one window, someone would have told me that when I left Swansea, yeah, when I was all depressed after we lost. I'd have thought you were stupid, especially with no Champions League football. So, absolutely amazing. And to get Falcao on loan as well, albeit, you know, he'd probably join on a permanent for like £50 million. But it's great deals. And Angel Di Maria, Falcao, can you get better in their positions in this market? Not really, no. So
in any market,
fantastic.
Di Maria is an extraordinary talent. Gaz, do you agree?
Yeah, amazing signings. I mean, before the window, I said all the positions that we needed, and we filled every single one, and even got a bonus with Falcao. So I'm absolutely buzzing.
Stephen, which is the most important signing, do you think?
Oh, Herrera.
I know, tough questions, right? I'm like Paxman.
Important, probably going to be someone like Blind, or maybe Shaw. He's going to probably prove to be a really astute buy in 10 years' time when he's the best left-back in the world, and he has been for the last 6 years. The most exciting is clearly Falcao, but I think Herrera's the one that I'm most excited about. I think he's absolutely quality.
Okay, Adam, the one you're most excited about, the best signing?
Obviously, seeing Angel Di Maria and Falcao is something I'd never have dreamed about. But before we were linked with Blind, I wasn't really bothered, and now we've signed him. I don't know. I'm a bit excited by that. I think in part one, Howson said he might, or Gaz said he might play in the middle of a back three. But I can't see that happening. He did say he's been brought in as a holding midfielder. And I think he could become a top Premier League player in that position if he's given the time to settle and stuff. So I'm excited about Blind signing. Obviously, excitement over Di Maria and Falcao goes without saying. And I've liked some of the stuff that I've seen from Herrera, but I still think we need that presence beside him. So let's hope Blind can become that.
Okay, Gaz, do you agree?
Yeah, I think that when you watched us last year, some of the drastic problems were really obvious. I mean, I thought we conceded so many goals. I hate to say it because he is a United legend, but due to Patrice Evra having quite a poor season, apart from that goal at Munich, I think Luke Shaw will really shore us up. No pun intended there. So that'll be a great signing for us. We needed some creativity in the middle. We've got that. Herrera, the wings, we had nothing on the wings. I don't think we got that with Di Maria. Honestly, I'm just really buzzing.
What's everyone think about Di Maria in the middle, though? Do you not think that he may be used more in the middle than out wide, especially if you've got now 3 strikers in Falcao?
Possibly, but with Di Maria and Herrera at centre mid, do you not think that's maybe a little bit lightweight? Or
Yeah.
Di Maria's best games at Real Madrid came from sort of the middle of the pitch, and in the Champions League final he played there and was man of the match.
Play Fellaini alongside him.
Perfect. Stephen, let's talk Falcao.
Let's.
Tell us how you feel about it.
Falcao is going to be the focal point of this team, and he should be, because he's greedy, he's selfish, and he's absolute dynamite. He don't miss. His goal-to-game ratio's ridiculous, and it has been in several countries. He's going to continue that here. And what Rooney and Van Persie need to do is they need to step back and let him be the number 9. And I think that's what we're going to do. And what excites me is that when you was looking at the Barcelona and the Real Madrid lineups, and you go Bale, Benzema, Ronaldo, and you go Suarez, Neymar, and Messi, then you go Falcao,
say it again,
Robin Van Persie. And
say it again.
It's up there, and it's about time United had something like that. I'm absolutely buzzing for that forward line.
It is incredible. It's just absolutely bonkers. Right, 6 new signings in this window. Will they all start, Mac?
I think most of them will, yeah. Most of them will. Most of them. Let me...
Thanks, Matt. Let's move on to Gaz.
Gaz. Trying to figure out if he's got them all in there.
Gaz.
That's what I've just done.
6 new signings. Will they all be first-team starters all the time?
What's 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, I've got them all in. Yeah.
Same here.
I've got every single one in, yeah.
But do you think Louis van Gaal will play them? You know, the actual manager?
Yeah, I can't see why he shouldn't. I think they all fit into the team in places where we necessarily need improvement. Maybe the least one is Falcao, but he's the best striker in the world.
I think what Louis van Gaal's done, which is good as well, when we were signing Mata and Fellaini, they were like coming in negative circumstances, and like we were throwing in one player into a bad bunch. Whereas I know it's kind of dangerous as well to bring in loads of signings at once. But what Louis van Gaal's done is got a shitload of players out, and he's brought in 6 players that could or should start and will freshen up the whole team from back to front. So we won't have any players there that are getting sloppy and lazy and thinking, this position's mine all day long. Even Wayne Rooney now will be feared for his position. So, it's going to refreshen the squad up, get players fighting for their positions again, we hope. And we should see a different style of football as well, because these players bring some attributes that we just don't have.
Okay, Stephen, all these new players, all these egos everywhere. Time to appoint a new captain?
Yeah.
No, I'd stick with Rooney for at least this season, and I think a natural leader might come from someone in this side, and I think it could be Daley Blind.
Ooh.
Okay. Stephen, do you think with all these personalities, all these big names, do you think we're going to be safe? Because famously the Galacticos weren't necessarily actually that successful at Real Madrid, and people are saying we're sort of Galacticos Mark II.
Galacticos with a double A.
Percy
Yeah,
I've said that quite a lot. When you look at what Chelsea signed in 2006 after winning 2 titles back-to-back, when you look at what we signed in 2001 after winning the Champions League and 3 titles back-to-back, you'd think we was never going to lose again when we had Van Nistelrooy and Veron to that already amazing team. And sometimes it just doesn't come off. In this instance, I think with a team that's languished in 7th and underperformed, I think it's a good thing that we've sort of wiped the slate clean, and we've got a lot of Fergie's old players off the books. There's not really going to be many left in the side here, looking at it, that Fergie bought. So it is a whole new team. There's, like you said earlier, there's going to be at least 6 new starters in this team, plus possibly Tyler Blackett and James Wilson, who basically been given their debut under Giggs and Van Gaal. So they are Giggs and Van Gaal players also. So we could have 9 or 10 players that haven't even played under Fergie. We need that new team, and we need that new mentality, and we need that new forward drive to attack the season, and I think we will. And I think we're going to scare a few people this year.
Nice one, Stephen. Boys, final question. Do the positives outweigh the negatives? Adam?
Positives do outweigh the negatives, yes. People talking about, money this, money that. So at least it ain't in the Glazers' pocket, and at least it's been spent in the right areas on the team.
The only thing that matters is the football, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And also, the question, just referring back to the question you asked them about egos and stuff. I mean, we've lost a lot of big characters in our team, so we need to replace them. We've got, if you look in that team now, I said it before, you look through that team, you're not scared of anybody. In that team, nobody, don't care. But now we've got players in there that are on it. Can't wait. Sorry, my headphones fell out.
Okay. Guys, positives, negatives?
Oh, obviously, yeah. The positives outweigh the negatives by a mile, I'd say. I mean, the only real negative is that we've sold Danny Welbeck, but I do think we actually got a decent price for him. We're talking positives, yeah. And we've got 2 of the best players in the world. Come on. We needed creativity midfield. We've got it. We needed a centre-half, a lunatic at centre-half. We've got it. We needed a left-back. We've got it. We've just had an almost perfect transfer window.
Who's the 2 best players in the world?
Di Maria and Falcao.
Oh, right. I thought it meant Tyler Blackett and Falcao.
Yeah.
Both forgotten David De Gea. Stephen, positives, negatives?
Yeah.
Weigh them up.
Right. I just want to pick up on something Gaz said. He said the positives outweigh the negatives.
I know, by a mile.
Hang on.
Yeah.
You can't weigh something by a measure of...
I think he's got them suspended from a height, and they're on some sort of stretch of rope.
Well, then they would weigh the same. If they're
doesn't make any sense.
Isn't it
Shut
crazy?
up, Stephen.
Stephen, do the positives outweigh the negatives?
And I'm still sad.
Brilliant. Right, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. They're still bickering. We'll leave them to it. That was it, basically. It's been an amazing window. That's our view. Subscribe to Full Time Devils. We're doing this all the time. Comment, like, share, give us your opinion. We like to read it. Have a lovely evening.